What's up, Divas? So the first thing I'm going to start off with is my Neutrogena Hydrating Toner. I like to use this sometimes when I just do like a cleanse to my skin. And I'm also going to be using Palmer's Cocoa Butter because I swear by it. This is my skin moisturizer for every day. It's actually helped with the dark circles or dark discoloration under my eyes as well as the creases. And just for extra coverage, I'm going to use my Sasha's Cosmetics Cream Foundation. I love this stuff. It really does hide any imperfections. I also do have the concealer, but I don't really need the concealer. I'm going to just use the foundation, which is super easy. One of my new brushes that I love is the Eco2's Custom Coverage Buffing Brush. You can pick this up at any drugstore or Walmart. This is really a great brush next to my SedonaLace.com buffing brush that I love so much. Tried out the Flowers Foundation by Drew Barrymore and I absolutely love it. I've been using it for quite some months and I'm in a color LF9. The coverage is really like medium. It's not super heavy, so that's why I actually use the Sasha Cosmetics Cream Foundation because it gives me like in between. It's kind of hot here, so I really don't like a lot of makeup on my face. Along with that, I'm going to be using my favorite concealer, which is the Revlon Age Defying Concealer. And I'm going to be using it as a highlight. Right about now, I'm probably looking like a tribal warrior, but I don't like to use a lot. And it's really great to use the Coastal Scent Stippling Brush because it does get in all the cracks and crevices. And it's also not as big as the MAC 187 brush, especially if you want to use it under your eye area. So you can check them out, coastalscents.com. As well. Now I will be using this Glamouflage by Hard Candy. This is some really good concealer. It is the heavy concealer, so you don't need a lot. You see I'm only putting a few dots. It is heavy concealer and I don't put it directly underneath my eyes, but just basically on the sides as some extra highlighting for my face. Like I said, a little bit of this goes a long way. You really don't need a lot of this Glamouflage, but it's super great concealer. Another item I picked up was the Eco2's buffing brush, which came in the Flawless set, and it came with 5 brushes. They're really small. They're great to use as travel brushes, but I love the buffing brush and the concealer brush that you see me using here with my Fashion Fair foundation, which is in Espresso Cafe. I don't really use too much of this. I only use it on the bridge of my nose because I don't really like to be too contoured and I really don't like it too dark. So with this little brush by Eco2's, it works really great because it is small and that area of my face is actually small. So I'm just going to be kind of like blending that in right above my Cupid's bow. And unfortunately I didn't show the part where I used L'Oreal True Match Pressed Powder, but I did use that with my Jumbo Fan Brush from Sedona Lace. And along with that, my highlighting powder, which is by Wet n Wild. It's just a really light pressed powder. One of my new favorite facial powders is the Milani facial powder, and I'm in a color tan. Really good coverage, super inexpensive, and if you use it with a kabuki brush, which I'm doing, you get really good coverage, and it really does go just perfectly on your face. A classic blush from MAC is the Style Demon, which I got from my bestie, and I absolutely love it. I apply mostly all my blushes with this Tulip Contour Brush from SedonaLace.com. I love Sedona Lace's brushes. They are like seriously the bomb. This is one of my favorite highlighters, which is actually just a bronzer, and it's by Hard Candy, and it's called Tiki. But I love the Tulip Contour Brush because you can use it as a blush brush, a contour brush, or just basically anything. One of my faves, which is also a classic, is the Trace of Gold by MAC, and I just use it as an extra highlight. I don't really use it as blush. I just like to use it as a highlight. I'm going to now do my eyebrows with my favorite eyeliner pencil, and this one is CoverGirl Ink It in color Cocoa, which is like a dark brown. This eyeliner pencil is way better than the Revlon Color Stay that I've used for years. I've been using this eyeliner pencil since I've moved here, so I've been using it like about 8-9 months now. It really works great, and the retractable pencil portion of it is perfect. Like, this is the must-have eyeliner pencil. If you're looking for the perfect eyeliner pencil for your brows, then you really need to try out the CoverGirl Ink It. Like, seriously, I wouldn't go black. I would use the Cocoa because the Cocoa is like dark brown, and it really does make your eyebrows look so realistic. A great tool to have is a cosmetic Q-tip, which is flat on one end and the other end is pointy. I love to sculpt my brows with that, and after I do so, I'll use my concealer brush from e.l.f. and a little bit of my NC30, which is by MAC Studio Finish. Really great concealer. I don't like my eyebrows to be too concealed, so you won't see me use a lot of concealer. Now for the eyeshadow look, this is a blush by La Femme Hollywood, and it is in the color Russet. You can use any blush as an eyeshadow, and I'm using the 187, and I'm just going to sweep it on, and then I'm going to apply the Brown Down by MAC, which is a matte color eyeshadow, and it's like a medium color brown. And you just want to sweep that in. Now for the primary yellow, which is the Pro Stick by MAC, I'm going to use that along with the chrome yellow eyeshadow, and that's just to give it a pop of color and make it stand out a lot more. Using my e.l.f. shadow brush, which is only $1, I'm going to then apply my Inglot shadow, which is in color 60, and this is like a little glittery, kind of like a frost, because the chrome yellow doesn't have that. Back into that Brown Down just to kind of like freshen it up, because I did get some of the yellow, and I'm using the Universal Blender from Sedona. Another shadow from Flowers Cosmetics by Drew Barrymore, along with that Sedona Lace crease brush. You can get right in the crease and in perfect application, and I'm just going to actually soften it up with the blender along with my 187 matte brush. Matisse Elite Matte Fluffy is a great makeup line. I'm not really sure if you can find it. I did find it on a whim by watching a video, and I actually got them all for $1, but they are so comparable to like MAC shadows as well as Inglot. This is a brush you must have by Sedona, which is their fluffy synthetic blending brush. I love all of their brushes, and like all my old makeup videos from my old channel, I swore by them, and I always constantly use them. So yes, get your favorite eyeliner. I love cream eyeliner with a great eyeliner pencil, which I used with Coastal Scents. Along with that, some matte kohl eyeliner and a couple of my favorite mascaras. I'm going to line my lips, and my new favorite lipstick is by Maybelline, which is the Blushing Beige. Hope you enjoyed this video, and stay diva and divalicious.